Sometimes it's a good thing to read up about Modo in the documentation, but because you just forget about functionality, very handy things that you just don't use that often, you forgot about it. So I have my documentation over here, and I am in the section about navigation. So what is a viewport, 3D OpenGL viewport navigation, and you have, for instance, your box zoom. Haven't used that one in a while, so Control Alt and right click. I'm gonna go back to Modo, Control Alt and right click. Now zoom, box zoom in on that selection. Really handy without having, you can of course make a selection over here and Shift A to zoom in on it, but Control Alt right click, very handy. You have your period and comma keys to zoom in and out. So my period key zooms in. Oh, and I did a slash key, so my comma key zooms out, my period key zooms in, and then you have your slash key, then you get a turntable. So Modo is doing a turntable by itself by pressing the slash key, just like that. What else do we have? So the slash key was the turntable. The G key centers the view. So if I'm, for instance, over here and my cursor is over here right now, when I press the G key, now that part has been centered. When I'm over here with my cursor, press the G key, now that part has been centered in the viewport. Very handy shortcuts. A shift plus a slash, sorry about that, upright turntable, so shift slash. I'm on a European keyboard, so probably have to check out, will be something, some other key that I have to press. So mouse scroll wheel to zoom in and out, I have it disabled because I have a very sensitive middle mouse button. The A key to fit and Shift A, Control A, and so on. But then another very interesting is, so the Control A and the Control Shift A. So for instance, I have some twisted geometry over here. When I select, for instance, these polygons with Control A, it will align my viewport perpendicularly to the selection that I have made. And Control Shift A will do the same, but actually zoom in on it. So Control Shift A, now again it has been aligned and zoomed in. So Control A, Control Shift A, very handy. I use those all the time, but I forgot about some other ones. So when your viewport also has been rotated like this, the Shift slash key on my keyboard makes it, how did I say, straight again to say it. So when I turn it, Shift slash key on my keyboard, it may be different on an American keyboard or on a QWERTY, not sure about that, but just a video to remind you or to give you the tips that when you go through the docs, you come across shortcuts that you may have come across or never have come across. Anyway, very handy stuff. So to recap a bit, the Control Alt and right mouse button, box zoom, make a selection, Control A, it will align the selection to your viewport, and Control Shift A will align and zoom in to your viewport. Comma key to zoom out, period key to zoom in. If your viewport is twisted, Shift slash and it will align your viewport, and the G key to center. So when I'm hovering over that polygon, now that polygon has become the center of my viewport. Your slash key to have a turntable to look around your model, and so on. So navigation in Modo, very handy shortcuts, and I'm sure I'm going to forget about some of them because, well, sometimes you just don't use them, but if you know about them like I do now, again, then I'm sure I will make use of them in the future. So hope you find it useful. Bye for now.